and we've got $5 from another train passenger who just says, RE3 train, let's go. All right, everybody. Looks like we are about ready to start the Eat Girl. And with that, we will pass it over to Touhoe for the run. Let's get going.
Hello, this is Touhoe. I'm going to be running the any percent category for Eat Girl. And commentators, if you would introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm frozenflygone. I run all three categories of Eat Girl.
And I'm Eric J. Math.
So in this run we're going to be doing an 18 level route that does the quickest levels and just optimizes the most time across the hub world, which you'll see very soon. Anything else I should probably say?
I don't think so. You ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, let's start in 3, 2, 1, go. So the cool part about Eat Girl is that the name comes from Pac-Man, and it's a dot eating game with some added stuff. Instead of an arcade, you go through individual levels that are all patterned out, and so some have enemies, like here we have this Gregling, we like to call him, otherwise Haunter. He has some RNG involved in it, but you always have to go blue dots, pink dots, yellow dots.
Yeah, the main thing you're going to notice is these kind of yellow dot trail behind Eat Girl as you go. So the game lets you build up speed as long as you don't run into a wall. And we need that speed to break those boxes like you just saw.
Yeah, we like to call that P speed. It's critically important throughout the overworld and in this level, Unearthed, which is one of the trickier levels. We now have this enemy called the Worms. They move in a set path, so you kind of can have a plan, but you always want to make sure you're getting all the dots as fast as possible. You only lose P speed when you bonk or run into a wall or turn around 180 degrees. So we always want to try and keep moving and maintaining our P speed as much as possible.
So right there, I was resetting to make the Gregling RNG or the Haunter RNG. That seems to be a bit better. And yeah.
Yeah, the Haunters can be really, really mean in that level. You really gotta avoid them as much as possible, and you can see they can get angry. And when they get angry, it's really hard to get out of the way of them, especially in this level where there's 4 of them.
It's unfortunate when you take a death, but sometimes there's nothing you can do about it.
Mm-hmm. In a non-marathon setting, typically you'll just reset after this, but gotta keep moving, of course.
Yeah.
You also see Touhoe quitting to the menu as soon as he gets into the portal. That saves a lot of time. Typically when you get into the portal, there's a really long cutscene of Eat Girl, going into the background, and so we just decided to cut to menu to save all that time, so menuing is also a really big part of time save in this run.
We just saw another enemy. These Gordos shoot electricity.
Yep, and they can also get aggravated and do their little force field. They can be really difficult in some of these levels.
More worms here.
Yep, this is worm food. Once you have figured out a path for this level, it's really not too bad. The center section can be kind of scary casually because there's a bunch of worms, but it's all predetermined, so once you have a plan, you're pretty much good to go. Overworld routing is also really important, getting between the levels as fast as possible. Later on, you'll see Touhoe doing left and right movement instead of just going straight, just trying to gather P speed between levels.
That was a bit scary. I thought.
Cosmic Rhythm is scary.
Sometimes you can exit the map too early, and then you didn't actually complete the level. I was frame perfect on accident.
this level also features a stop mechanic, as you can see. It tells you what button to press when it stops. So if you go too fast here, you would hit the worm. So that's the other control you have besides the arrow keys is the stop button, which maintains P-speed.
Yeah, stopping is critically important for a lot of these strats. Really cool thing about everything being cycle-based is that there are a lot of different cycles you can take. You know, touhoe has the world record of this category and takes all of the really fast cycles. I take like the second slowest cycle here, but there's a lot of variance in the strats that allow you to kind of do what you're most comfortable with.
Another thing about the Gordos, as you see, is that their explosions can break the boxes through, which is somewhat helpful.
Yeah. It's helpful if you know what you're doing. Otherwise, it can be really frustrating to be like, I need you to explode at the right time.
Here's everybody's favorite character.
Yes. All right, let's get some Gregs in the chat. All capital G-R-E-G. He is our mascot. He comes with awesome timpani music and is the reason why this game is categorized as horror on Twitch.
He really makes some very nice chomping noises.
I love Greg so much. Greg is here. Yes, and when you get into this level, the title of the game changes to Greg is here, and the icon changes to Greg. It's actually pretty phenomenal. So enemies can also enter these portals. So portals always are colored, and so you'll see you want to go in the blue portal, go to the blue, pink to the pink, etc. The enemies can also go in the portals, so that's something you have to factor in with your routing. Thank you for all the Gregs in chat.
This level is probably really scary casually. Turns out it's not super difficult in the speed run, but the lightning bolts that these Gordos shoot also can go through the portals and maintain their momentum. So it's just a lot to keep track of on the screen here.
Yeah, that you really have to be on cycle there. It's super punishing.
Now this level features all of the enemies we've seen so far, except for Greg.
Oh, if Greg was here, that would be so rough. So you saw that you're able to go in the portal at the same time as enemies and avoid getting hit. That's a nice strategy there. Have to gather some P-speed, break the box, of course.
And now here we are, we're with Greg's Revenge.
Yeah, so this level looks just like Highway. The dots are fairly similar, but now you have Greg. You want to utilize the portals, and breaking the boxes can also be a nice strat in the yellow dot section. Greg is not complete RNG, but we have no idea how he works. So to us, RNG.
You can kind of swing him in one direction, but even if you do the exact same inputs at the beginning of a level, he can do different stuff.
And now we have another new enemy. These are the Smish.
The Smish are probably my favorite enemy because you get to manipulate them. They always chase you where you are. And they're also really cute. Assembly line was a level we routed in recently. It's pretty difficult to get the strat right here. It's easy to turn early or late, but it is much more consistent than the other level, Face First, that involves a lot of Greg RNG. So we choose the new route chooses to do assembly line.
Late arrival. I wonder what that means.
I hear some music.
Some chomping.
Interesting. Oh! Hello, Greg.
There's Greg.
This is the third and final Greg level at any percent.
That is so unfortunate.
Oh no! Oh, Greg, he got. Oh. This level generally isn't too bad, but the smish can make this getting to the portal really unfortunate, and then Greg just really took advantage.
It's okay, we all want more Greg.
It's true. There are a total of 5 Greg levels, and we do have a category called All Greg Levels, patterned after all standard levels, which is very funny. And now we go to Escape, the final level. Escape is a really cool ending. You just gotta collect all these dots and not bonk. I think it's a really awesome ending to the game, really fun. Looks easy, but it's actually very highly skill-based here.
And time will be coming up shortly.
Yep, once we enter the portal, we'll say time.
Time coming up super shortly. And time.
Awesome, GG.
Very good.
That was an okay run. We got screwed over by RNG a couple times, but you know,
Everything
got a good
else,
feel for
yeah, everything else went really smoothly.
everything else.
All done.
What was the time on that?
I do not.
Just came up on the stream. It's a 9:51.
Yeah, sub 10, all right.
Yeah.
Casual sub 10. That was an all right run. Awesome job.
Yeah.
And I saw a couple deaths in there that weren't intended. I can imagine if that had gone perfect, it would have been amazing.
Yeah, watching touhoe play this game is incredible.
Yeah. That run has some newer strats, but it's a little more risky. So, I mean, thank you to everybody in the eco community. Thank you to Tesla for creating this amazing game. Thank you everybody for watching. This game was in the itch.io. What's the exact name of the bundle?
The bundle for racial equality.
Yeah. And so that was a $5 bundle that had a ton of games. If you bought that, you own this game. You can play it right now. And we have an eco Discord full of speedrunners and some people who just enjoy the game. So if you want to join that, feel free. And thank you, Frozen and Eric, for commentating. Thanks so much. And yeah, thank you to everybody at SGDQ.
Thanks, GDQ, for having us.
All right. So, thanks again to our runners here for Eat Girl, for our owner touhoe, and the commentators. Excellent job. That is basically the most exciting Pac-Man I've ever seen in my life. All right. So, more donations. We've got $15 from Ozzy Pants, who says, "I'll donate again if everyone says train the way Nemesis says stars. Keep that RE3 train going. Train." After that, we're going to have a quick Twitch ad, and we'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody, to Summer Games Done Quick 2020. Once again, my name is DoctorBobtastic, and I'll be sticking around for a few more runs here. We've got a few more donations coming in. We appreciate every single one of them. Wanted to shout out this donation from Daddy Fuzzbottom for $1,000. Whose comment is simply, "I have to see Hot Boy Carlos." Which is, I'm assuming, a Resident Evil 3 reference. Because that donation went to Resident Evil 3 incentive. We've got $10 from Good Guy 3223. Who says, "As expected, the new format has not decreased the quality of this marathon. Please keep up the good work putting this toward the R3 make run." We've got Markers011 with $20 in reference to the Eat Girl run that just happened. "Fantastic game, amazing runner, great cause. I'm in. Greg." Because Greg. We've just had a $250 donation from C7 the Epic with no comment, but thank you so much for that. $25 from Jimmy Saltine, who says, "Hey GDQ, thanks again for making SGDQ a thing this year. I know the pandemic has put a strain on everyone, both personally and professionally, but this event really helps to relieve stress and bring levity to us viewers. Stay safe and have fun." $50 from Keppel, who says, "Thank you for supporting MSF." And thank you to everybody working on this marathon to make it as amazing as it is. Okay. All right, so we have $25 from Blade from the movie Blade, who simply says, "3 cheese bagel bites." Extremely profound words here today. With that, we are ready for Kimono Heroes with Green Z Saber. Take it away.
Hello SGDQ 2020, I am Green Sea Saber and I will be playing this game, Kimono Heroes, for you today. It just came out on the Switch in February of this